Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here on my YouTube channel. I'm coming to you after a win in Thea Beasley's Pixelborn Online Set 3 Lorcana event, which I won. It was great. If you want to see the whole thing, you're in luck because that's where we're going to go. I'm just going to take a brief moment here to bring up the deck I played, talk a little bit about the deck choices, and kind of go from there. So we're playing Amber Steel, kind of a set 1, set 2 maybe mainstay, where Ruby Amethyst was kind of taking over the entire metagame in set 2. Set 1 is a bit more of a battle, and this is much more in line with set 1, how it looked then. You have, Stitch and the new edition Robin Hood, the Robin Hood chain kind of assimilating the Captain Hook chain, except your Robin Hood that costs 5 is actually inkable, where Hook wasn't. Cinderella 1, which not only can sing some of the powerful inclusions like Let the Storm Rage On and Strength of the Raging Fire, which are excellent removal spells, it also allows for our big home run hitter here, Cinderella. I think it's Stout-Hearted, don't have the name up in front of me, but a huge heavy hitter against all of the Emerald Steel decks and other Steel variants that don't have hard removal in cards like Let It Go or Hades or World's Greatest Criminal Minds. All those things, all the Ruby removal, they're not as popular as they would be. They're a little clunky and more general, where sometimes people want to hammer home a metagame and be efficient by playing more specific, cost-effective removal. While it can't hit everything all the time, they can kind of get their value out of it by being more efficient. But that's the idea behind being able to play just a powerhouse like Cindy, is that no one really had a lot of ways to remove it. And that was just true. Outside of Be Prepared, it's kind of hard to deal with. But moving right along, we have Cinderella, Knight in Training, kind of an extra copy of a Cinderella to shift onto, is my thought. Sometimes it can, draw, discard away an extra whole new world that you don't really need. Ariel, talented singers, one of the most excellent cards in Amber. It'll only ever get better with the addition of new songs to our card pool that we can choose from. And this one, see directly below it, Bare Necessities, a card that can, if timed correctly, take key cards out of your opponent's hand that'll disrupt their game plan, like Be Prepared, other copies of, basically anything that's a song or even a location, which you can see the new card type. We don't have any of in our deck, but some of the locations are quite powerful, and being able to tag them, since this deck isn't the best at answering locations, is a pretty good utility for that card. Next up, we have our kind of card advantage characters, our Rapunzel and Beast. Rapunzel is pretty excellent in a field full of people trying to use steel removal, which a lot of the Emerald Steel decks, which are pretty popular, and well as sometimes when you can challenge some of the Ruby Amethyst characters, kind of swings the needle in your favor there on the advantage bar, you'd say. Beast, Tragic Hero, has proven to be one of the best 5-cost characters in the game, just a card advantage engine that, if damaged, can take down pretty much any character. You'll see it come up at some point in the next few videos where Beast actually able to challenge, my Cinderella certainly comes up. But anyway, moving on, we talked about Robin Hood being a kind of a better version of the shift chain for Hook, is in the deck, and Stitch, Rockstar, one of my favorites. I'm not certain if it's still needed in this kind of deck, because we don't have as many cheap characters. We only have 13, but I still think that's plenty to have it be, when you play it, maybe you have 1 or 2 characters you're holding long term to kind of generate an advantage and make use out of those what would otherwise be dead cards in the late game. Tinkerbell, Giant Fairy, still as good as ever. We don't have anything to shift onto, but still just an awesome 6-cost play that definitely holds back some forces there when people are trying to attack into or finish off some characters that have already been in combat. Stitch, Carefree Surfer, also kind of one of my favorites. Just a 4/8 huge body, dodges the new character in Ruby Medusa, which kills the 3 or less strength or characters. So it dodges that while gaining some card advantage. Just a good card overall. And as we mentioned, Cinderella, Stout-Hearted Hero, or Stout-Hearted, I can't read the name of here, but just a huge beater, allowing you to challenge ready characters, kind of helps you control the game, and allows for some swings in the late game to really be possible. And we kind of talked about some of the next few songs: Bare Necessities, Let the Storm Rage On, Strength of the Raging Fire, all some utility songs. And then we have Along Came Zeus, one of the new removal spells. It is uninkable, so it's a little bit costly to fit into your deck, but being able to deal 5, take out characters like Tinkerbell, and anything else, as well as hit locations, which does come up too. It's a lot of play to the card. Just an excellent song. More hits the better, and the last few cards here are pretty staple to Steel. We have a Whole New World and Grab Your Sword. Only through Grab Your Sword, I kind of had to make room for Along Came Zeus somehow, and one of those expenses was Grab Your Sword. And the next few cards, just Lanterns rounding out the curve. I do like it more than Pluto. Pluto is very fragile in this metagame, and Kit, the 3-cost Amber or Emerald card that bounces something with 2 power or less, is really, really brutal if that card is involved there. So I do favor Lantern here, and I'm going to stand by that one for sure going forward. Pluto is an awesome idea, but Kit really just makes you want to cry every time you see it. And it's not that great against Mim or Maui. I mean, all those things that kind of make it so that the 0/2 body just kind of gets thrown away. It's more of a, if you're thinking of it in terms of Magic the Gathering, it's more of a Lotus Petal than it is a Llanowar Elf. So if you want a Lotus Petal, by all means, a 1-time, 1-mana effect from turn 1, great. That's what you want, that's what you got. But using it more than once is kind of a pipe dream, I would say. But that's it from me here. The next few videos are not going to be really edited. I didn't have time to do that. I just want to kind of get them up. They're more just VODs from my Twitch channel, which I was streaming the event live on my Twitch. It's the same tag here at BDCandio7. So if you like what you see here, stay tuned. I'll probably be playing in the next event hosted by Thea Beasty. I think I'll have her thing linked below at some point in time for her YouTube channel, because she does a great job for the community, and it was awesome watching them do commentary on the top 16 matches there. So tune in, stay tuned for the next video. I'm going to have the top 16, the top 8, top 4, and the finals. So got a while to go, but thanks again for tuning in, everyone, and I'll see you soon.